know I don't talk about streaming often on this channel, but I tell you what, there are some big changes coming to streaming here in the very near future. And now we're hearing and getting word that Hulu is starting to crack down on password sharing, much like Disney Plus and Netflix has done. So it's going to be adding limitations to sharing your account outside of your household. But this isn't the only change that we're going to see. But let's talk about this Hulu thing, because I think people don't quite understand how big of a change this is going to be. Basically, it says Hulu has just laid the groundwork to kick friends, family, and freeloaders off its streaming service unless they pay for their own accounts. This week, the company revised its terms and service to explicitly ban password sharing outside your primary personal residence, and it's begun to tell subscribers they'll need to comply by March 14th, 2024. This doesn't come as much of a surprise. The writing's been on the wall ever since Netflix reported that its password sharing crackdown was successful in driving more signups. After Disney CEO Bob Iger revealed he'd like to follow suit, and certainly after Disney Plus began its own password sharing crackdown in earnest, Disney should soon own all of Hulu, and the two apps are even beginning to merge. My Disney Plus app is actually already merged with Hulu. It's actually kind of neat. I haven't seen anything that I'm missing from Hulu, but it is kind of neat that they're both merged. Anyway, basically, unless otherwise permitted by your service tier, you may not share your subscription outside of your household. Household means the collection of devices associated with your primary personal residence that are used by the individuals who reside therein. Additional usage rules may apply for certain service tiers. For more details on your account sharing policy, please visit our help center. So that's kind of what's going on there, and this is what the email looked like. It says we're adding limitations on sharing your account outside the household, explaining how we may assess your compliance with the limitations. The most important paragraph reads, neither the email nor the terms of service say how Hulu will measure compliance or how quickly it'll take action, but Hulu will apparently analyze the use of your account, and it reserves the right to limit or terminate access if it decides you've broken the policy. That's dangerous. Like, I know for me, my kids don't live with me. They live with their mother. Two of my kids live with their mother. So, they're my family, and they have their little own icons on Hulu and Disney Plus, and when they're here, they watch it. When they're at home, they can watch it. When they're at their mom's, they can watch it. I don't like that. I think that's kind of ridiculous, but I get it. The money that is being kind of left, on the floor is kind of ridiculous, because there are other circumstances where people are just not being right. I hear it at work all the time. Hey, I got Peacock, you have Paramount. How about we swap passwords and we'll each get can use each other's services? That's crazy, and it's been going on for a while. But that's not the only change that's happening. You see, cable is going away. Cable television will be gone probably within the next 15 to 20 years, if even lasts that long. We're heading to a streaming world. That's where we're going. So the cable television that you know and love right now is going to become streaming. I've been talking about it for a while. And what's going to end up happening is all of these services are going to get into sort of like bundles. We're seeing it with Disney and Hulu, and I'm sure at some point in time we're going to see like Disney and Apple Plus kind of team up, and you're going to have a bundle with Apple, Disney, and Hulu, and then maybe at some point you'll have HBO and Peacock, and you're going to see these bundles. And it's going to raise the price slightly for each one. And then you're going to have certain tiers. We're already seeing the tiers. You have the ad tiers, you have the ad-free tiers. But I think we're going to see them go even a little bit further. Right now, Peacock has been doing things with WWE. They have their premium live content on there. And I wouldn't be surprised if they add a tier where that's where you get your premium live content. You'll have your ad-free tier, you'll have your ad tier, you'll have your premium live tier. You're going to start seeing things like this happen with all of these streaming services. And it's going to get outrageous at some point. There's going to be a certain point where, and we're already seeing this too, where some of these streaming services just can't survive. So they're going to try different things. Some of them may combine with each other. We see companies merging. We saw HBO and Discovery recently merge. We know that there's been discussion of Paramount looking to possibly merge or buy out or be bought out by another company. If that happens, then you can guarantee and damn well see Paramount Plus being merged with another streaming service at that point in time. This is going to be huge. The streaming ways of yesteryear are very much going to be different in the near future. Again, as cable starts to go away, we're going to see a lot of changes with tier levels in streaming. Again, it's going to be expensive for the consumer. There's going to be a time when you have to choose which streaming services do I want at this point in time. And it's eventually going to get where you're going to have your ISP, your internet service provider. It's just then going to offer a massive bundle where you pay $70 a month and you get all of these streamings, basically getting back to cable. That's what's going to happen. It's crazy to think that it's going to make a full circle return, but it will. Hear me now. Jot this down. Bookmark this. Whatever you want to do, it's going to happen. But this is just one way that Hulu, Disney, because Disney is going to own all of Hulu very soon. Once they have that full control, they're just trying to get more subscriptions. Disney Plus has been suffering lately. Hulu hasn't been doing great. So they want to make sure that they're going to get as many subscribers as they can before they decide what their next move is. That's all this is. That's all these other streamers are going to do. They're going to do very similar things with the password sharing and cutting it off. You see Netflix. All of these services, they're moving to live television. Netflix made the big move with WWE recently. You're going to start seeing more of that moving forward. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. It really is. In a way, I'm excited to see how it plays out, but in a way, I'm not, because I literally have almost every streamer that's out there. But I know it's going to get to a point where it's just too expensive because of all the changes, and I'm going to have to get rid of some, and that's going to suck because I like bits and pieces of every single one. But that's the nature of the beast, I guess. You know, when you get something good, it doesn't stay good forever, unfortunately. But let me know what you think is happening here with streaming. Are you okay with this, what they're doing with Hulu? Are you against it? What do you think is going to happen in the future with streaming? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, hit subscribe for more from me, Slav, at Slav's Free Talk. I don't know why I'm moving like this. It's kind of weird. I don't know what I'm doing. If you stuck this far, maybe you can make fun of me in the comments or something. I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I'm still going. I'll catch y'all later.